Hello Cules, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal. Welcome to my match review of Barcelona 2, Valencia 2. It's more drop points in La Liga. We have yet again slipped up. But today's match review is going to be an interesting one because that was an absolutely crazy game. I don't know what I've just watched. There is so much to talk about. I'm sure you guys have so much to say as well, so please feel free to get in those comments. I'll be getting back to all your guys' questions, any of your feedback and what you guys thought on that mental game. Barca have dropped more points. Another really weird, frustrating, angering afternoon. Here we go. And of course, let's start with that lineup from Ronald Koeman. I wasn't overly upset with it. I think a lot of people in the comment sections of the tweets or the posts of the lineup were actually quite upset. We saw a 4-3-3 almost, but quite an attacking one. What I like to see was Mingueza and also Araujo stayed at centre-back together, although to be honest, Mingueza looked a little bit shaky today. Certainly, Valencia hurt us massively whenever they got on the attack. And then in that midfield, I think you saw Busquets again have a really poor game, substituted at half-time. De Jong didn't start because he had miscomfort, apparently, but when he came on in the second half, he was probably Barcelona's best player. So I don't know what's going on at the club right now behind the scenes. Coutinho did nothing in that first half. Griezmann looked really, really poor today. So look, for Barcelona, again, another shambles, another odd lineup. Let's get on to that match action. And talking about the first half, it probably wasn't as crazy as the second. But what I will say for the first half is, this was poor from Barcelona. We spoke about the Sociedad game and saying, let's replicate that performance. Let's go out there and take the game to Valencia. And to be fair, you know, we had the ball. We had decent chances. I don't know why I said good chances, because we didn't have any of that. But we had, you know, good possession. We had good intentions, I suppose. But I kept saying whenever we were on the attack, shoot or find a finishing ball that can actually get the ball in the back of the net, because we were doing a lot of passing. You know, yeah, we were in control of the game for large parts, but there was no shots on goal from Barcelona. Jaume in goal, who clearly he struggles in that goal. He's very small, he's very unorthodox goalkeeper, and as we saw in the second half, Valencia are not good defensively. They looked really, really poor again today when they're out of possession. My God, they're not a good team. This is why they're so far down the table. We've given them a point today, but the first half was nowhere near good enough for Barcelona. We let Valencia onto us way too much. I think we saw it from the formation. It just didn't work. We had so much space in our midfield. Valencia, they just ran through us. It was a gaping wound there, and it was painful to watch at times from Barcelona. We look tired without the ball. We look old. We look a little bit out of ideas in the final third. And again, from this Barcelona team, you are watching it thinking, what's happening to this club? What on earth is going on? What's going on with the coach? Because Valencia had plenty of opportunities. We saw ter Stegen make a few wonderful saves to deny Soler, to deny Maxi Gomez, but their goal actually came from a corner. Corners are something we've been struggling a lot with this season, without Piqué, without Lenglet in there. If there's a thing they're good at, it is defending corners. They're very good in the air. We usually marshal these things very well. But it's actually Griezmann on Big Diakabi up from the back. He stoops in with a really, really good header here, but Griezmann cannot let his runner go. Another comical goal to concede, really. A free header in a 6-yard box, and Barcelona find themselves 1-0 down. And I think we were looking to see a response from Barcelona from a goal that was coming from Valencia's point of view. Like I said, they were testing ter Stegen. We couldn't control them in transitions because we had no players in midfield whatsoever. Busquets kept on losing balls. Serginho Dest wasn't having his finest game over there in that first half. So I think for Barcelona, we were struggling, and there wasn't really much response after going a goal down, in all fairness. Our goal came really out of nothing. I think it's Griezmann who gets in on goal here to actually win us a penalty, which is eventually the thing that gets us back in the game. Messi feeds him through just onside. He gets a nudge in the back from Gaia. For me, look, this is what I'm going to say on this penalty. I think it was a penalty when you're running at that full speed. I don't think Gaia can really put a touch on Griezmann. He ends up doing so. He nudges him in the back. Griezmann falls over. Penalty Barcelona. What was interesting was that Hernandez, the referee, who for me, I find quite erratic. I don't know what this guy thinks he's doing sometimes, but he actually points to the penalty spot, of course, and he actually gives Gaia, the player who commits the foul on Griezmann, a red card. For me, really interesting, very odd decision. At the time, I thought that's a little bit harsh. The Valencia players went mental. VAR then called him all the way over to the screen. He gave the penalty, so he went ahead with that, but he removed the red card on Gaia. So it's in the end a yellow card for Gaia, but a penalty for Barcelona. A lot to keep up with, I know, and it basically doesn't stop there because Messi lines up for the penalty. Jaume saves it. It comes to Jordi Alba. He wallops it back in. It takes a looping deflection. Messi stoops it on the goal line, heads it in. Then there's suspicion of offside. Honestly, this was very, very close to being off. I think he's just level with Diakabi's foot as the line showed there in the second half when they did show the VAR image. But at the end of the day, Barcelona are level. after a really, really bad first half. But the second half had so much to talk about, and it really was a crazy football match this in total. It really was, guys. If you're a neutral, you're probably watching it thinking, what is going on? Because as Barcelona fans, we were pretty goddamn puzzled. I think if you look at the start of the second half, Valencia, they came on to us. They tried to get, another goal to put themselves back ahead, obviously. They would have been annoyed to concede in the manner that they did. We made a sub at half-time. De Jong came on for Busquets. And like I said earlier, De Jong, he was wonderful in that second half, really coming into form. And if he did have discomfort, it doesn't bloody look like it, because he was absolutely excellent out there. So I don't know what's going on there. If he was fully fit, which it looked like he was, that's a bad decision to bench him, because he was superb. But we did actually go ahead in this game quite early on in the second half, actually, despite Valencia's early pressure. It was another weird goal, it really was, in what was a very, very crazy game. I think it's Griezmann here who tries to do a little 1-2 with Mingueza. The ball ends up bouncing around, it clears it off a few heads, a few players leave it, and in the end it finds itself to Ronald Araujo in the box, who kind of like half spear kicks it into the corner. It's almost a scissor kick in a way, not a full bicycle. He lashes it into the corner, a really good goal for our centre-back, his first for Barcelona. And that's an impressive goal. A player I've been a big fan of late, a player who certainly deserves this goal. He looks rock solid at the back. He's a leader back there. And he gets a deserved goal for Barcelona to put us in control of this game. And actually, after we got our goal, we came into the game. Coutinho was much better in the second half. I don't really know why he got subbed off later. He kept on getting on the ball. Him, Messi. Messi had constant shots on their goal. Probably unfortunate not to score in the end, but he just doesn't seem his prolific self this season. We saw Pedri have another really good game. Griezmann was still struggling, but Martin Braithwaite up there kept on getting him behind. He was excellent all evening, Braithwaite. I say all evening, it was in the afternoon. But Braithwaite could have got a goal on a few occasions, getting in at the near post. He had a header at the back post, which was just saved on the goal line, which is an annoying one to look back on now, because we could have made it 3-1 on quite a few occasions in this game. Like I said, Messi, Pedri, Coutinho, Braithwaite, loads of chances on that ball, and we just couldn't get that third goal, which would have killed this game. And of course, in the end, we did rue those missed chances, because Valencia, not long after we had so many good opportunities, actually equalised once more. I think it's Gaia, actually, who gets to the byline here. And it's poor defending again from Barcelona. Araujo's pulled out of position. Pedri's trying to track his runner. He doesn't really do a good job of it. Once they're there on the byline, you'd think we don't let the cross in. But of course we do. Gaia pulls it back. Maxi Gomez gets in at the front post. The guy always scores against us. And he does it again. Poor defending from Mingueza, really, in my opinion. He shouldn't let this ball go through. It's a little nick at the front post from Maxi. He steers it into the far corner. Valencia can't believe their eyes. They're level in this mental game. And what's going on at Barcelona? And after that goal went in, it was fair to say I wasn't feeling that good. You know, we didn't look that good at all at the back. And I was thinking, Valencia, yeah, they're going to lock themselves up right now. We're not going to get many opportunities in this remainder of the second half. But not really, guys. You'd expect teams, like I said, to put a wall back there. But Valencia were probably at their most attacking point in the game after they equalised. We had chance after chance after chance. De Jong was absolutely running through their midfield. They couldn't stop Frenkie in that second half. He kept on getting the ball to Messi. Braithwaite was getting him behind. Coutinho nearly scored on several occasions. And we just couldn't get our goal in the end. And that was really frustrating. We saw Trincao came off the bench. In the end, Pjanic came off the bench. And at the end of the day for Barcelona, it's another bad result. We draw it again at the Camp Nou. We wanted 3 wins in a row. We just cannot get it. But what we now need to talk about, guys, is Ronald Koeman, because I haven't mentioned it yet, but what Ronald Koeman did in the second half is going to get this guy even more stick. Because what we saw Ronald Koeman do with about 10 minutes after the game was absolutely crazy. Like I've said, already hated in Barcelona, Ronald Koeman, and now he does this. We bring Coutinho off, who was playing left wing at the time, and he brings on Clement Lenglet. We go to a back 3, a back 5 of sorts. I don't know what's going on in this guy's brain sometimes. He just doesn't help himself. What on earth was that decision? Honestly, of course we're going to get the interview after the game. People, of course, are going to ask him about that. But I'm guessing he's going to do, a cop-out answer saying, I wanted Dest, I wanted Alba further up the pitch, I wanted more solidity in defence. He can say all these things, so we won't get a proper answer out of it, of course. But it does make you wonder, what is going on? What is going on at Barcelona? Another really shambles performance, another crazy game. And things look so weird right now at Barcelona. We feel so out of control in matches. Even when we were 2-1 up, even when things were looking good, I just don't know what's coming next from this side. Open at the back, are we going to get someone sent off here? We can't seem to get the ball in the net. Messi looks very angry, very frustrated out there. He certainly could be leaving very, very soon. And you do wonder, how many signings do we need to fix this? Who can be the coach who can actually properly take control of this team? Because Koeman, My God, he doesn't do himself any favours. But that is where I'm going to leave this match review, guys. Like I've said, please leave all of your thoughts down below. This was just my raw reaction, my raw analysis of today's game. I'll end it by saying, look, where do you guys think we can go from here? What lineup do you want to see? Who needs to be playing? What's going on at the back right now? Because we look so open, so weak, and in general in that midfield, honestly, so wide open again today. The attack didn't look bad. Like I said, Valencia, after equalising, they were open. We could have killed that game. We don't seem to have a killer, though. We need signings for me. We need something new. New president, maybe new coach, a load new players. A lot needs to change in this Barcelona team. It does feel very, very weird going into every game. And we've got Valladolid away on Tuesday. Oh my God, back away from home. We thought the home games were the only ones we could win. Well, we've gone ahead and dropped even more points here. But yeah, back away from home on Tuesday. I'll, of course, be here on the Monday for the match preview. There'll probably be plenty to discuss between this result and, of course, the Valladolid match. So that will, of course, all be coming to you when the match arrives. I'll see you guys very, very soon, though. Like I've said, leave all your thoughts down below. I'm very much up for having a debate with you guys down there on what was another crazy Barcelona game at the Camp Nou. Until then, enjoy yourselves if you can, and goodbye.